Good morning, traders. I'm Michael Sabo here with RJO Futures, coming to you here on October 8th with some opening commentary here in the energy markets here. Let's do a bit of a recap here, first of all, here last week. I was out of the office there on Friday, but, take a look at Wednesday's action there. We saw a major sell-off there in the market. Thursday's action, complete retracement of that, and then Friday, weaker tone, kind of bringing it back down about 3/4 of it, and then here today, we're trading lower. Right now we're off about 63 cents, trading around 89.23, but kind of coming down the rest of that. A lot of consolidation that we have really going on. You look at the last several sessions, and the market's really going kind of nowhere. Taking a look at the Brent, that's also weaker here on the day, but only down about 23 cents there at around 111.82. I got to tell you, a lot of opportunity in that Brent WTI spread. If you've ever, have any interest in trading that and understanding how that spread works, or you're thinking about playing it, give me a call. We can talk about entry, exit points. A lot of opportunity there. The rest of the complex is weak. Nat gas is off about 3 to 4 cents at around 335.80. We've got the RBOB down 293.60. That's off about 165, and the heat's off just a little bit. They're kind of quiet there right now, trading around 315.56. So what do we really have going on? We'll take a look at the news here in the forefront here. You basically have front page Financial Times. I mean, here we've got World Bank talking about global recession, and obviously we know what that means. The idea that we're going to see slowing demand, and as I keep mentioning here, looking at the weekly stockpiles here, the DOE data, we continually see that here rise a little bit. But, the big thing is that look at the 1 year, year ago levels, look at the 5-year average on those crude oil levels. Crude price, or crude is certainly, we've got good stockpiles of it here. And the demand continues to remain questionable. And if there's a lot of truth to this idea of a global recession, which I personally believe there is, I think we're going to see oil prices continue here to drive a bit lower. As many of you know, look back at my prior posts here, we are kind of targeting here this upper 80 area. We're going through market consolidation right now on the technical side of things. I personally believe at this point here that the path of least resistance is still lower, short of a major geopolitical event. Now, there is still risk premium, I believe, built into the market because of the Iranian situation with Israel, and certainly the things going on in Syria, and just Mideast is just an unfortunate hotbed. A lot of different problems here that continue to move, that are in a constant state of flux here and flare up and then kind of calm back down. But make no mistake, at some point some of the stuff is going to come to a head, and it could get pretty ugly. So we could see prices move up. But I do think there is some risk premium still built into the market. So if we do start to see that cool off a little bit, should drive prices here a bit lower. In addition to that, a lot of rumors floating around in Europe. Merkel was in Athens here over the weekend, and there's some talk there that it's because Greece is asking for another bailout package, although that rumor has been denied at this point. There could be some truth to that, and there's new, obviously, developments certainly coming up in Spain and the problems over there. So we know Europe has its own set of issues. It continues to move from the back burner to the front burner and then to the back burner, just depending on any given day. But the bottom line is, I still think you've got a lot of problems over there. They're not going to be solved overnight, so we got to watch that. And then obviously we know about the the data coming out of China, continually showing us that it looks like they're in for a little bit harder landing than what was anticipated. Maybe they'll jump on board, do some big stimulus package, but I'm not convinced of that here just yet. So, wrapping things up here, technicals, you got the market consolidating. Fundamentals are still very questionable, to give a real good bullish sign. I think, you should look for further downside action there in the market, but be very cautious. Give me a call at the number there listed on the screen. Shoot me an email. We can get into a lot more detail, talk about risk management strategies. And of course, remember that futures trading isn't necessarily suitable for everyone, and the risk of loss does exist in trading. May not be suitable for all traders, obviously. Good luck and good trading.